Hello everyone, so today we are going to be making these super fun explorer binoculars that we can use when we are out on adventures. Now these will be really good because we've got lots of adventures coming up in the youth zone, so they'd be really fun to have if you're going on any. But they're really fun to make and they're really easy. So all you need is 2 toilet roll holders, and then I've used some felt tip pens and some wool and some sellotape, but you can add on sequins or googly eyes or anything you want, or you could use paint. It's totally up to you, or string, and you can use glue or staples, whatever you've got. So they're really easy to make, so let's get started. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do is we are going to decorate our toilet roll holders. So I'm going to colour mine in lots of different colours, and I'm going to show you what to do next. So let's get started. Okay, so once we have decorated our toilet roll holders like this, the next thing that we are going to do is we are going to take our wool. So I'm going to take my orange wool to start with, and what I'm going to do, oh it's a bit stuck, is I'm going to wind it round. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. Is cut that off. So it can be as long as you want, it's totally up to you, and I'm going to just take a little bit of sellotape, just a little bit like that, and tape the edge on like this, and then I'm just going to wrap the wool all the way around the toilet roll like that, and I'm going to then stick the other end on. So exactly the same way as I did with the first end, so I'm going to do that, and I'm going to do that on both my toilet rolls. And what I'm also going to do is I'm going to do it with my 2 other colours. So I'm going to go and do it with my 2 other colours on both my toilet rolls, and then I will show you what to do next. Okay, so this is my finished binoculars. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick them together. Now, I'm just going to use some sellotape to stick them together, but you could use glue, or if you had a stapler, you could staple the ends there and there. It's totally up to you. I'm going to use a little bit of tape just because that's easier. So all I'm going to do, I'm going to take my tape. If you were gluing them, what you would do is you would put glue up a side, and you would stick them together like that. But because I'm taping them, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of tape through the end there, and I'm going to tape it through like that on one side, and I'm just going to repeat it on the other side as well. Let's just cut a little bit of tape and stick the 2 sides together like that. So that is our binoculars, and they're quite well stuck together. They're not going to go anywhere. Now the next thing that we need is our thing that goes around our neck so that we don't lose them when we are out exploring. So again, I'm going to take the pink wool because pink is my favourite colour. I'm going to make sure I've got a really long bit. Whoa, that's quite long. Oh my goodness, maybe that's too long. Quite a long bit. Like so. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold it in half. I wonder if that's too long. That looks about right. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to tie a wee knot here, like that, and then I'm going to tie some knots all the way along it just to give it some pattern. But if you wanted, you could pleat it, or you could just use one length of wool, or you could use different colours. It's totally up to you. I'm just going to tie some knots just because I think it looks quite funky, but it's totally up to you what you do. So like that. So I'm going to tie knots all the way along, like every sort of space, maybe like a finger's length between them all. So I'm just going to do that all the way along like so. Really simple, and it gives it quite a funky pattern, and it also stops it separating, which is really good. So really simple like that, and you can use whatever colour you want, obviously, it's totally up to you. I think I'll do one more. Oh, like so. Okay, So once we've done the knots, or we've plaited it, or we've maybe done like a friendship bracelet knot all the way along it, it's totally up to you, like so. What we're going to do is, again, you can use glue or staples, but I'm just going to use some tape, and I'm going to cut a little bit of tape. I'm going to take one end and I'm going to stick it to the outside. So I'm going to stick it like that, and then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to leave it like that. I'm going to take the other side and do exactly the same thing. Just take a little bit of tape and stick it down like that, and then they should, oh, I'm stuck in my hair, hang. These are very long, you really want to make it a little bit shorter, your binoculars, and then you can go binocular spotting. So that is our Explorer binoculars all finished. So I hope you had lots of fun making these, and I look forward to seeing you soon, and I hope that you spot lots of different things out in your adventures.